Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's Rewind Gaming 3v3 Weekly. I'm Digital Bacon. I'm going to be bringing you all the action, and joined tonight is going to be Cornish Parties coming in, giving me a hand, bringing in that expert analysis. And Corn, how excited are you?
I'm a fair amount of excitement, sort of not too high, not too low, somewhere in the middle.
That middle ground, because you've got to leave room to get even more excited as you go on through, as you start to develop a story as we go through tonight's action. And I mean, we're coming in straight away, Corn, with this first match. Let's get talking about Specific Impulse against Rejected Esports. Now, I'm going to just completely come out and say it. I don't know any of these players, so it's quite a nice little early round 2 match where we can see these teams are respectably seeded, around about Champ 2 level. And we're going to be able to see these new players and get to know them, aren't we?
Do you know what, though? I don't know. I'm with you. I don't know any of these players, but my money is going on Specific Impulse just because they're all from one nation, which suggests they're a team and they play together a lot. Not saying the Rejected Esports don't, but it's more likely that 3 people from one nation do.
Yeah, and if they're all from the same nation, that's got to mean they're sitting next to each other, like, they're all there. Like, countries aren't that big, so they're all in a LAN environment. That's clearly got to be it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, you know they're from Sweden as well, so there's only 3 computers in Sweden, so they'll be fine. They'll be next to each other. It's like, you got this one? It's like, yeah, we got this. You can go back.
Yeah, but a couple of little shout-outs to other teams tonight joining on in. That should definitely be mentioned. CE Sabadell Esports. Now, Colin was saying it earlier, the all-Spanish side, they are definitely one which always gets overlooked and expect them to go far. We've also got E-Monkeys as well, another Spanish team coming out in good fashion. Team Southside, maybe a bit of a wild card, a bit of a underdog. Epic Solutions coming in tonight on Posh Liputski United, definitely a player and a team where if they're on good form, they can make a nice run today. Low-key lit, Neon Remix, Crow, and 2B coming in. They're definitely my picks to win it all tonight. If only they can beat out Blitzers, the number 1 seed, Stake, Danny, Anna, and GCR. You want to remember a couple of those names from RLRS last season, and these lads, Blitzers, well, they've been on a bit of a run. You could even say they're doing a bit of a blitz here, Con, and they're getting ready for the RLRS. So, Rewind Gaming, it's a nice ground to get that practice in, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I think you mentioned it earlier, but my favourite is going to be Zabadell. They turn up every week. Without fail, they always do pretty well. Recent weeks, they've been doing slightly better. And I think it's finally they're going to get to the top of that mountain and they're going to win one.
So, Corn, expecting them to win this week. I'm liking it already. Let's get underway. Specific Impulse. That is Lemonaz, Morpho, Wonder. They're going up against Rejected Esports. That is Carapina, Mr. Blue, and Fluxed. These names we don't know, but after this series, we'll definitely know if they're ones to look out for. Already, Specific Impulse, a whole team of Season 6 Grand Champs and on Rejected Esports. You've got Mr. Blue carrying the same title there. So these lads, they're not slouches whatsoever as we get underway. Good kickoff there coming out from Kara. Good follow-up by Flux there. Big commitments. Wonder being able to push that into the corner. Bounced into the center. Mr. Blue not being able to get under his control. But that was bad play from Lemonaz. Not being picked up on, though, by his opponents. Not really being punished for it, Corn.
Yeah, so far no chances as well, just teams maybe trying to feel each other out, maybe trying to build on something, but it's a lot of pressure from Specific Impulse, just cancelling out anything that Rejected Esports tried to do, especially on those dribble moves.
I saw Specific Impulse there after Morpho was up in the corner, putting the ball into the center, and it just looked like they didn't want to come up, they didn't want to overcommit, not be too risky. Oh! And there was a whiff, there was a mistake. Come on, break this down for me.
I think it's Morpho. He's got plenty of... No, big mistake by Morpho. You can't just hit it straight down the middle and lose control of the ball. It leaves his goal for an empty shot, which is taken. Nobody back. Everybody trying to come back to it. And it's 1-0 to Rejected Esports.
Good follow-up by Wonder, looking to bring this back indeed as the ball's bounced off that backboard. Lemonaz into the center. Can we get more for down there? No. Well done by Mr. Blue. Wonder going to keep this pressure, but that's hit into his opponents. Well done up into the air by Mr. Blue as he's looking to send the whole field. Morphle does get it away. Oh, no one back. Lux just getting it in on time. The actual demo hurting him. Ball's going to bounce around Mr. Blue.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what are we watching here?
I don't know. This has been such a brilliant build-up, and then it is flopped on the finalizer.
Rejected Esports, they got the demo. Empty goal. 2 players going for it. One missed, the second slices it onto the post. On an empty goal that's just not going anywhere. Oh my god.
Well, it looks like Specific Impulse struggling to get down to their opponent's half. The pinch not going in their favor there as well. Do finally get a clear away, but look, Mr. Blue, nice controlled little drop down, straight to Flux. And Kara, I don't know why he's going for that back pass, but it hasn't hurt them. Off to the backboard, can Flux drop it? No, he can't. Kara's there. They're just going to keep this ball up in the air. And it seems like, come on, I'm just going to say it now, it almost feels like both these teams have got that streamed game jitters, don't they?
Oh, definitely so. I mean, Rejected Esports, they missed an empty goal. It doesn't get worse than that. Specific Impulse, they just haven't got running yet. Little mistakes, big mistakes, and a goal.
Well, that's tied it on up. Specific Impulse being able to get that good movement downfield by Morphle, but the big punisher was Kara there, clearing the ball, saving it and putting it in the center. Teamwork just needed there, a bit of cohesion, a bit of, team chemistry, knowing that the ball's going into the center and that a teammate needs to come in and clear that away. That's a wonderful hit, crossbar down, and really way too powerful. That's out. Well done by Kara to get that away to the side, but pressure's still on. Mr. Blue can clear this away. Wonder and Morphle not really got that cohesion between them as well. So you saw that double commit come out, and there's just a lot of hits towards this backboard corner, but none going anywhere near threatening.
Actually, Bacon, Rule 1 for Rocket League, if basically 2 players driving into each other, you just keep driving into each other, don't you? Can we make Rule 2 for Rocket League, you always clear off to the side, because both teams have conceded a goal because they cleared out straight. Just clear off to the side. It's simple.
That is it. When you want to make a clearance or a save, you put it to the corners. What I mean by that is if you can't get the power to clear it the whole length, you put it to one of your 2 corners, preferably whichever side your opponents aren't on. And if you can get that power down to make the clearance, you put it down into your opponent's corners, because if you just hit straight at goal, you see it at the lower levels where you do get a long shot goal off it, but at this level you don't. It goes to the corners purely because then you've got time to get on downfield and follow up, put that aggression on, go for that midfield defense. Oh,
there's a bit of a chance there. Maybe, I don't know what's going on. It was a bad attempt at goal and a bad attempt at saving, so there was no goal.
Lemonaz coming in for the double commit there. Don't matter as Wonder is able to pick up on the shoddy defense coming out of Rejected Esports. You see it here. Kara just looking to go up, cover the area. Flux not really knowing where it's coming in from. And Korn, he was sitting in the middle of goal. That's my problem there.
It's okay. This was super messy by absolutely everybody. You had 2 players going for the double commit, then the 3rd player playing super aggressive to come in for a shot on the edge of the box. Basically, if that went wrong, they were conceding a goal unless they hit the post again. And then the defense was even worse. I don't know how to describe it.
Well, like we said earlier, it's like the streamed game jitters. It's early stages tonight.
Something good.
Yeah, something good. I was just going to say, maybe that's the little bit of the kick-in they needed, a bit of a spanking to be set in order. Mr. Blue there, great pickup on top of his car, and then just pushes that into net. 2-all, 42 seconds remaining. Maybe this is the turning point we need.
Boy, see that from Mr. Blue, he goes left, he goes right. He puts in the empty goal after he just removes defenders. The stuff we want to see.
Down the field in front of the net. Morphle might be able to come on through. He does, and 3-2. Shoddy defense once again.
Okay, I've just gone. Neither of these teams know how to defend. They need to go on like a 2-week just solid course of defense. because currently the only place they seem defenses is at the bottom of the garden next to the gate.
Oh, well. There is a ball on the field, but these two teams, they don't really feel like they're having one. It's almost a struggle at the moment. Good pressure there, putting it into the corner by Wonder. At this stage, specific impulse, they just got to be looking to hold on to this ball, keep it down their opponent's side, and don't let them get anywhere near their net. So they've got the lead. Flux over Kara. Not really going to build on much. The ball dropping down. That's into the ground in specific impulse. It was a bit of a scrape, Corn, but they've got the win, and this is a very close match.
I'm not going to describe specific impulse as the winners of that game. I'm just going to describe them as the team that didn't lose.
The survivors.
Yeah.
Now, just going to say to guys at home, me and Corn sound very critical, very harsh in this.
That's because we're British.
Yeah, we're British. We don't take any half measures. That's essentially it. You got to give it the full fat milk. And it's all coming down. These guys, they're grand champs. You can see it. They've got the badge. Unless they're boosted, which I don't feel it. You can see they're trying to pull off these plays. They should be playing better here. And it's all down to them not working as a team. They just need to calm down. Okay. Guys, together. Going to calm down. Take a deep breath in. And then out. And now you just got to remember to use the whole team. Get those rotations in play. Get the passes going. And then you dunk down on your opponent. You make them look silly. And then you get a wonderful looking goal. Get up on Rocket Dailies because, guys, make sure you're clipping there at home. Because you've got that little button below it. If you see a fantastic goal, make sure to clip it. Because, well, that's what we're all here for. Some great Rocket League. And some great memories could be made through the clipping process.
And Mr. Diamond back in chat confirming they're not boosted as well, which I think is pretty much guaranteed because they're playing. You can see the skills, they're just not using them.
It's like they've near enough forgotten their what they learned in the lesson that day. You know, it's just.
I think it's just they haven't played Rocket League for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can say it. Yeah, it's, when you get back on that bike, you might be a little bit shaky for a little bit, but after a little while, you'll be back up and running. Oh, and there it is! Up and running, up and flying from Lemonaz as he's able to get that dunk. I said it in a little bit of a break. This is more of what we want.
Who said they were boosted? That was classic Lemonaz there. Up in the air, slap it back down, 1-0 specific impulse, and that is the first good goal we've really seen from them. There
you go. All it takes is a game sometimes to get that. Like that in chat, stream sickness out of the way. We were saying it where you're a little bit shaky. You might not come into tournaments that often, and so you get a little bit jittery where you're not used to it, and you got to perform in front of a crowd. Defense keeping that out as it rolls on around into the ground. Kara with a nice pop. Can he get the follow through? Morph it into the center. We were saying it earlier. It's so bad to clear in the center, and they've been punished for it. 1-0.
He was the person that did it last time as well. Learn from your mistakes, Morpher. Clear out to the side, and you then don't have to make the second save.
1-0. 1 minute in though, so that means there are 4 minutes left of gameplay. That's a lot of time. Nice attempt to get the passes going across the width of the field. Fantastic shot and Morpher. Okay, buddy, just don't ever go near your goal. Just get down that midfield for those fantastic shots.
John, the team's defending this game. Basically, they just need to stay at each other's goals because they won't concede any goals then.
They're two teams that know how to strike but not save. It feels like that, doesn't it, Corn?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're 1 minute 20 in and there's 3 goals in a 3v3 match. It's generally not happening like this.
Good pass and play there. Mr. Blue with a fantastic flick, and that's put it up into the crossbar down. 2-2 now.
This is Mr. Blue. He scored a very good dribbling goal in the first game. He is probably the person I've seen that's the most consistent throughout these 2 games so far. He does his thing. He gets a little bit of dribble going. He gets a goal, gets his team back in it. As long as the rest of his team can stay in it.
Oh, Mr. Blue. Not being able to find the blue, it looks like. So he goes wide into the post. Kara, good, solid defending. Bump in play, over into center. Wonder going in very deep for that, into the corner. Kept on away. Lemnas, good follow through, keeping that pressure from the midfield. Flux with a little bit of a double commit. It's not hurt just yet as Mr. Blue is brought on in. Muffin not being able to get onto that ball and Flux up in the air. Looking to line up with Mr. Blue. Lemonaz, fantastic save up in the air. Not being able to get touchy once. Wonder does put that up high. But this will be a breakdown and nothing coming out from the blue side.
It's so messy in every single team's defense. Great save there by Mr. Blue. But I just want to see a nice, consistent defense, and whichever team can get that out first is going to win this series, just hands down. Like, they'll be winning 5-0 in every game.
Mr. Blue now a chance to get this into the blue end, down to specific impulse, but he's broken away, not being able to get the ball under his control. Great block by Wonder. That's going the whole way into the net. Specific impulse, and now putting the score to how they ended the last game.
Double commit by Flux to Mr. Blue, just put them both in the wrong place, really. An empty goal. Wanda says thank you very much, and that's a goal for everybody in Specific Impulse. And they are looking like the team that wants to win this one, Bacon.
Whew. Well, sometimes it can just come down to more about wanting it. Oh, just into the post and away, because it's all coming down to whoever has more pressure at this point. We said it earlier. The defense is not there from either side, so as long as you keep just whacking the ball at the net, you might get a pop shot. Oh, I don't know how Wonder did that. It does not matter, though. It's good follow-up by Flux. He's got it as a 3-all.
Interesting, Flux never got a shot there. Yeah, I don't think that was going in, but from the shot. And then Flux, he comes in, finishes it off, and oh, Wonder, maybe he should have left that one, but it's still a great save if it was going in.
Mr. Blue out to Morphe. Lemonaz, fantastic hit all the length of the field. And nice by Flux actually there. Cheeky little hit to the side, really throwing off his opponents. That drop though. Wonder missing the goal. He actually put it up really high and yeah, the chance does not matter. Lemonaz, fantastic rotation and Mr. Blue in net. Gonna have a quick look at him now, Corn. He had no boost and that's why he couldn't really come out. He's put in a difficult position.
I think maybe if he was front post, he might have been able to save it. He had a teammate on the back post. I think he was just maybe caught in two minds, maybe not prepared enough. And it's cost his team a bit there.
Flux over the side. Lemonaz looking to push this into the middle. Mr. Blue getting a clear, and it's a good one. Nice follow through. The drop nearly, but backboard and away. You can see Kara there trying to slip that one behind. Ooh. Flux nearly as well. This is almost like an onslaught from Rejected Esports. They've just got to find the net. Looks like it'll be a case of when instead of if, because those fantastic attacks. And look, Mr. Blue in control of it. That was a poor decision though. The lad's been fantastic all evening with his dribbles, and there he's just had a bit of a brain fart.
And I get the feeling that Mr. Blue is just one of those, like, I don't describe it, just like show players, I guess. He scores amazing goals. He's just, when he turns up, your team wins. If he doesn't turn up, your team loses. And he's not been loud enough this game.
Yep, but this, I love this from Lemonaz, just the straight across. Nice control, just took his time. Didn't have to do anything fancy, just use the underside of your car to slow the ball down and direct it like a flat paddle, essentially. You see it more with the Batmobiles. The Octane's got that smaller hitbox, but you can still do it as effectively. Well done by him. And 2-goal lead now, 2 Specific Impulse. Corn, it feels like they could have this.
I say as well, 2-goal lead, that is the most we've had in any of the games, despite them being high scoring.
Oh, Kara just getting back in time. This is the chance that Rejected need. Coming down to a dying few seconds as the ball goes out. Lemonaz being able to clear us away. Feels like we can call it here as Specific Impulse with the 2-0. It was a close 2-0. However, they're going to be going on through to round 3. Going to have a quick look now at the bracket. They are going to be going up against Apogee Gaming, who beat Sebedel Esports Corn. Sebedel are out. Apogee, Insta, Scalaban, and Cherub. Again, I've only ever heard of Cherub in that roster, the Portuguese players. So this could be an interesting one. Hopefully, we might get a chance to see them. Or Specific Impulse. It feels like we're saying like Specific Impulse. They could up their game. So they've got room for improvement. And I don't know. We don't know this Apogee side really. So it could be interesting to see who we get to see in the semi-finals later. But guys, that is going to be it from round 2. We're going into the quarterfinals. We're going to have the next match up very shortly. That's going to be low-key lit. Neon Remix, Crow, and Tubi, my pick to win it all tonight, going up against the fully Swedish side of Team Southside, Lindgreen, Tense, and Meaty. This is going to be a meaty game indeed. I can't wait to get into the thick of it, into that gristle. But guys, unfortunately, we've got to get the game set up. We've got to throw over to a break. So in the meantime, make sure to head on over to Match Arena. You can see it there on the right. That is the current prize pool. I'm just going to quickly bring it up for myself. Oh, $22 in already. Going to have a quick look. Fantastic donations coming on in from each and every one of you. Before the finals, come on, what we do here is we read out those donation comments. So make sure, guys at home, you're putting a little comment next to it so you can get read out on stream. But myself and Cornish Pirate will see you after this break. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the quarterfinals of tonight's Rewind Gaming Weekly 3v3. I'm Digital Bacon, and once again joined by Cornish Pirate for a fantastic quarterfinal. It's looking to be a good one. We have got Loki Lit going up against Team Southside and Corn. You've got to have the teams up on your screen there. Can you tell us anything about them?
Well, I can tell you this is the British against the Swedes. We've got Neon Remix, Crow, and Toby from Lowlit Key, all British, all, well, some of them are quite famous names around the block. Team Southsiders, we've got Lindgreen, Tense, and Meaty. They're the Swedes that are representing today, and I'm saying my money's on Loki Lit, though they had a little bit of a fumble in their first game.
Yeah, definitely. Crow and Neon won last week here, so they'll be looking to do it the back-to-back. The players getting on in as we speak. You're going to be looking at Low-Key Lit on the blue side and Team Southside on the orange. They're doing a little bit of a Rocket League dance for us. I don't know why. They can start whenever they want. You know, we're waiting for them to really start getting, so we can get some excitement going, Corn, aren't we? So get it going.
They're all here. They're all ready. I think they're just dancing for fun. I don't... Go! Stop! Go!
What song do you think they're all dancing to here, Corn? Like,
Dancing Queen by ABBA.
Ah.
Because they're Swedish.
does seem like a bit of a dancing queen as well. So that's who they're talking about. Well, into this game we go. Tui looking to get the block. Meaty, well done to put that around, but Crow, nice backup. Intense. This is definitely getting intense here as both sides can't really make any space. It's just locked into that corner. Neon Remix going to be the first to get that out. It's 2-2-B. Oh, fantastic hit, but Tense not going to allow that get on past Tense. Lindgren up into the air, looking to turn this around. He's put a shot on. Oh, the double touch. Goes round into the corner and Corn. Oh, a little fluff by Neon, but this is looking to be a great series already.
That was such a huge chance by Lindgren. I thought the chance was gone for it. He'd driven it straight into the wall, maybe going for a pass. It then straight bounced back, straight into his nose, hits the underside of the post. And then it goes straight out. Nice rotation, brings it back in. Gets a nice bounce for Tense, who just slots it into that empty net.
Double quick kickoff. That set the ball up into the air. Lindgren looking to link up. It's into the center. Tense not being quick enough as Neon Remix able to get that out. Great pass in the center. Lindgren, good stop. Love how he used the backflip there just to be able to stop himself on the spot. Neon Remix putting it into the mix. Tense not going to get that past Crow, so it's into the corner. Crow, another little fluff up by him and Tubi as well. Neon Remix holding on strong. It's up high, Meaty dealing with Crow on down to that backboard. Tense getting that 50-50. Tubi, if he can dunk this, it's a little too high. Oh, this is an overcommitment, Corn. They've got to be careful as Lindgren just has to send this all the way. Meaty securing, in brackets. And, well, Team Southside have got this 2-0.
I tell you what, Meaty, he's my kind of player. It's going in. Nobody's going to get it. Touches it anyway.
Yeah.
Love that stuff. I'm going to say as well, Low-Key Lit, they were really chasing for that goal, and that's cost them a second goal. And it's not looking great for them at this point.
No, they've got to respect their opponents a little bit more. Know what they can do. Tubi just getting that on out. But look, they're all clustered up there. You can see Crow going into the middle. But if there was a big clear down to their side, they're going to have to really recover hard because it's not going to be made easy for them. Neon Remix good. Rotate in. Tubi onto the end of it. And it's a nice hit. And, well, I didn't think it would happen. But there's a goal.
I did not expect that goal. It was a lovely setup by Neon Remix. Toby powers it into that top corner, and then Meaty just didn't get the right connection on it and sends it across the goal into the other corner.
Yeah, definitely. It was an odd one. You wouldn't expect it, and Low-Key Lit can't count on it. Another one like that is great pressure. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, Crow.
That's been another fluff up.
He took off like an angel there, got that second touch, takes Meaty out of the game. Tense not ready, expecting Meaty to get it. Toby comes in for his second goal, and Neon Remix and Crow just delivering goals to him on a platter.
Well, 2-2. This has definitely been an interesting first game here. It's like, just these goals have been all on over. Oh, Tubi not being able to get that on down. I love what he's trying to do with the close side. Crunch. Crow up into the air. Can go the whole way, but he's ran out of boost. Unfortunately, Lindgren bent that down. Gets it on past Neon Remix. Tubi coming on in. Pop into the center. I like Crow there. Just backing off. Letting his opponents hit into him. He keeps that pressure going. And oh, well, that's a slow ball. But it gets them their third goal. 3 in a row from Low-Key Lit. And they've turned the tables on this situation.
Do you know what? I'm still waiting to see a good defense. Of the 4 teams we've seen so far, all of them have mistakes in them, and it's not great.
I look at this and go, Low-Key Lit have suddenly really turned it up, but you saw Crow up into the air there. Really ambitious attempt, but it hasn't hurt his team because the other teammates are back. They're able to, you know, if the ball goes straight past them like it happened there, they're able to come in and just recover the situation. Meaty out into the center. Neon Remix putting that around the wall, and he's playing this very, very like smart, just putting it into the corner down there and then wanting this pop in. Fortunately, it didn't work, but that's how you play Rocket League securely, Con.
Well, a lot of it's just keeping the rotation going, keeping the pressure on, like they are now. You get continuous shots, and it wears down the opponent's defense. It doesn't matter if you've got an amazing defense, which so far we haven't seen anybody with. You eventually will break them down.
Ball up high, double commit there. Meaty and Tense need to start talking a little bit more to each other. 2B up high and into Tense. That's cleared away. Neon Remix keeping this pressure going. Meaty going to be needed as he clears the ball downfield, looking for a second touch. He'll drop it into the box, but 2B keeps it away, not being able to get the second touch. Neon Remix holds back. Oh, there's a bit of a mistake. Crew, they will get it clear, but Tense follows up. There's the drop, the waterfall. 2B reading it very well, looking for Crow. Crow popped into the center for Neon Remix. Neon going a little bit wide, but again, this pressure is immense from Low-Key Lit.
Guys, I'm really impressed by Low-Key Lit's passes. They're not just like running the ball round the corner to get it into the middle. They're stopping it sometimes at the halfway line and cutting it in. And it's so hard to defend against that because teams aren't expecting it.
Ball out wide. Crow onto it. Go 50-50 against Tense, and look, I love this. 2B trying to get a little pop to get that up into the air a little bit so that Crow can do more of it. This Low-Key Lit side of, you know, they started living up to their name. They're quite lit. You know, it's Low-Key. We haven't seen anything incredible from them there. But you're starting to get the feeling that it could be there, you know?
They are literally their name. They are Low-Key Lit. They have excitement in them, but just not all the time.
Oh, Meaty, a nice little hit on over to the side. Neon Remix keeping this pressure up. Good midfield stuff from the Low-Key Lit side. And you can see they're not looking for the goal. They're just going to keep this away from their end. Crow just wanting on back, but it's not needed. As Low-Key Lit take game one here. And it was like a weird game of two halves here, Con, where in that first minute, Team Southside was so strong, so dominating, and then somehow Low-Key Lit, I just suddenly went, okay, I guess we need to start playing.
But you got to remember as well, Low-Key Lit in their first game of the tournament, they won 2-1, but they lost their first game 6-5 to maybe a team that they shouldn't be losing a game to at all. You gotta think, are they slow starters? Do they need to warm up a bit better before games?
Yeah, maybe someone needs to tell them to go into ranked beforehand. Maybe they've just finished up their dinner because here in the UK it's currently coming up to 8 o'clock. So they come on and maybe not had that chance to practice together before tonight's tournament. And now they're starting to, you know, fire on all cylinders as we get on into game two here off the corner to finals. Low-Key Lit going up against Team Southside, and Team Southside a game down in a best of 3. They've got to start turning things around, and Meaty, oh, going above the ball like that, that's not how you turn things around, buddy.
Definitely not. Still quite an open game, though. Plenty of work for Team Southside to do, especially if they're going to leave balls like that.
Yeah. Tense there as well, putting himself into a tough situation. Lingering. Clever defense. Put it up against that backboard and then pinch it to clear it away. Tense coming in here now. Just... It's shaky, Corn. That's essentially it. Like, if they can get the ball out of their half and then put it down into their opponent's end, keep that midfield pressure going, Southside have a very good chance of winning this. The problem is that Low-Key Lit, they know how to clear the ball, and then they put a player down the end of the pitch to go onto it.
Stop clearing it to the middle. Please. For my health.
Well, here we go. Tense coming on in. 2B just not reading it right. He thought that was going to be put to the corner. And, well, he rotated that way to block it. Unfortunately, the mind games were strong in Team Southside. Get the first goal. Can't be expecting many more of those. Yes, it was off of the mistake off that clearance to center. Crow putting that over his teammate, but Neon Remix is there. Meaty, good little drop. drops it down to Lingering, who with that boost will want to get this downfield, but can't. Crow just too much of a unit down there in the corner. Ted's keeping that away. Once again, it's into the center. Look at all this pressure, and look at that goal.
Can I tell you what as well? That started from one of those lateral passes where it's just like goes off to the side, it's hit back into the middle, and that's where you get the best chances from. Toby wisely takes it up onto the backboard, takes it over the defense, makes somebody commit, takes him out of the game. Nice empty goal for Crow to aim for. Slots it in, and they're back in the game.
Oh, Neon Remix close to that. Crow trying to get in the way, and Toby, look what he's doing, putting it into that corner, drop it down, making it so his teammates can get back. Look, Tubi and Neon Remix now back in goal. There is no one getting past them. Crow looking for the link up. Neon Remix not being able to get the biggest touch on it, but Tubi dropping it down, once again buying that time. And they're being very clever in using that, using these walls, using the curves corn to be able to move the ball about in a slow fashion, up high, which means they've got that time to get back, reduce any threat. Whew. But Lingering, he still looks like he's got a bit of venom there.
But they restrict, well, I'm going to say, Loki Lit, they're restricting Team Southside into the areas of the pitch they can use. And as long as Loki Lit can keep them in on the sort of the outside bits of the pitch, they can just stop them shooting, stop them scoring, they just break them down so easily.
All going to drop on down Meaty. Interesting hits coming on out. Crow dealing with that very well. Tent's going to get a nice shot on, double commit in that goal. I don't know what Neon Remix was doing. A little bit of a fumble, but they've been able to hold on there as Tubi really worked it into the corner. High Tubi, that is a fantastic clear. Oh, all the way down to Neon Remix. This could just break the opponents down. It's a high. Meaty though. This was the clears we were talking about, Korn. Putting it down to those corners.
Yeah, I says, well, there was a third man commit that might have cost them a bit there. Let's say, when the third man comes in on the attack for Loki Lit, yeah, he has to hit the ball. Minimum is just has to hit the ball, has to take up time. Doesn't matter if you get the goal. If you're going in and you miss the ball like you did there, our team can counter so fast. They did it quite slowly, but they get the goal in the end. And now, Southsiders, they're up again.
Southside definitely looking a lot stronger into this game. Lingering puts that over. Tubi being able to clear that away. These connections, Korn! Oh! Neon Remus not being able to get that. And yeah, that was a fantastic saving goal.
Oh, I wanted that to be a goal so much. The finish was rubbish compared to the rest of it. The finish, the keeper had already moved. He had made his move. He jumped in the air. You just shoot anywhere else. He just shot at the keeper that wasn't moving.
Yeah, this is a really weird one because generally you pre-jump when you're coming out of goal to be able to... Oh, nice pinch there. Neon Remix with the shot. He is being kept well away, but there you have it, Korn. If you keep hammering at that wall, you're going to be able to finally make a crack, aren't you?
Yeah, see that? That's why you keep taking the shots. Eventually, you get a double commit or something like that, and then you get so much more space to work. You see Crow, he goes on almost the blind side of the keeper, and it takes him out of the game. And it gets him the space to get that goal.
2-2, 1 minute remaining, and well, come on, I can tell you which way this is going to go. I'm getting a little bit excited. We said it earlier. We're already quite a bit excited coming into tonight, and oh, that's going to give me problems.
Oh, can I have a team that's just good at defense? I want a nice, casual, good defense team. That's why I like Sabadell. They're good at defense. They win all their games 1-0. It's my favourite thing about them.
Yeah, because this type of game, this type of team is they do fantastic attacks. The defense is not there, and it gives you a heart attack, Korn. It's seriously, you're there on the edge of your seat. Not sure what way it's going to go. Crow being able to put that away to the corner. You're constantly sweating buckets here.
Do you know what? I think I'm the wrong type of caster. I want like 1-0 games with good defense, not like exciting games that could go either way.
Well, Lingering, looking to link up. That's going to hit the ground, and we've got an overtime in game 2. Just quick shout-outs as well. Baymax just with the subscription. Thank you, dude, for the support. And we didn't say it earlier. Oh, me and my corn, I am a bad host here. As Team Specific Impulse donated £5 earlier, thank you so much for your support, guys. Both of you with the subscription and the donation. Thank you everyone that's donating to the prize pool at home. Remember, before the finals, we'll be reading out those comments and make sure to use that code and get on in. Crow linking up. Can Neon Remix put that away? No, it's a little bit wide. Tubi, that's a deep commitment. Crow gonna buy a bit of time. He's left that booster, maybe in case a teammate needs it. Neon Remix off to side. Tubi has just got to stay in goal here. That's an awkward position from Neon Remix over to the side. Tubi looking for the dribble. He's got Meaty pre-jumping well before him and able to deal with, but oh! Neon Remix coming in. That's a bit of a shambles. Crow up. That's not going to be able to make it. Corn, what is going on?
Low-key lit, they're just making problems for themselves, and it's just the clutch saves that are keeping them in this one at the moment.
Back to the game. Neon Remix with the hit over to Crow. Crow going wide of net. Tubi's going to follow up. This could be quite nice. It's lingering. Puts it up high. Neon Remix not being able to get that intense. Able to do his job. But Tubi, fantastic midfield. Dropping towards the net. Meaty out. Crow read it very well, but did not get the hit. Neon Remix keeping that pressure. Here comes Tubi. Shot down. No one in net. And Low-key Lit are going to be taking it. So 2-0. But me oh my, did they have to work for it in game 2, Corn?
Because Low-key lit, how could a team so good play so badly? That's just my British opinion of everything. Just be a pessimist. I expect a lot more from them if they want to win this tour.
See, I'm in two sort of like ends about this, Corn. I'm going Low-key Lit on their attack. I love them. I would describe it with a couple of curse words and all of that, but this is a PG stream clearly, and it's that case of their attack, fantastic. Their defense, the lads just need to communicate more. It's too much of a panic, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, just turn off some music, get some flashing lights, and it'll be Panic at the Disco.
And Team Southside, they really turned it up in game 2. That game 1, for the starting bit, they were good. And then they just dropped off after Low-key Lit started having the ball rolling in their favor. Game 2 came around, they got that first goal, and they looked really good, going all the way, and then it was just that pressure that broke them down there at the end. And Low-key Lit know that. That is their biggest strength. That is their greatest tool in their toolbox, is that midfield pressure. They rotate real deep, making sure their opponents don't have boost to use, and then after so many hits at that wall, like I said, they're going to be able to find that crack, get on through. And that has just won them the quarterfinals. But they've got to do it again, Corn, in the semis, as they'll be going up against the winner of Aviators and Blitzers. Just currently having a little look at this game to see what is going on there. It looks like they're still going on, so can't report on that. But the next game we'll be seeing on stream will be the opposite end of the bracket. Over in the semis, we've got For the Boys going up against the winners of Apogee Gaming and Specific Impulse. We saw Specific Impulse earlier. Wouldn't mind seeing them again, but like we said, Apogee, this is a team of a whole other sort of kind of newcomers where they're all mixed about a bit. Look at them there. Install, Scalaband, Cherub, and Menace on the roster. I think he's a sub. Going up against that all-Swedish side we saw earlier. Can't wait to see who we get there to go up against For the Boys. That's Bloxy, Polly, and Drowsy. Oh, Corn. It's going to be a crazy one tonight. Guys, make sure you stick around with Rewind. Make sure you go over to Match Arena. You can see it there in chat. Use the free $1 donation code. Put it on into the tournament. Helps us fund it. Currently sitting at $26 out of the 45 goal. And, of course, if we reach 60, $15 goes to the runner-up team. And if we reach 75, well, first place then gets $60 themselves. It's a fantastic little bit of money, and it's a community-run tournament. And speaking of the community, make sure you head on over to Discord, join us there, and, of course, go follow the Twitter, all that lovely stuff. But myself, Digital Bacon, joined here by Cornish Pirate. We'll see you after this break in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
Welcome back, guys, to the semi-finals of tonight's Rewind Gaming Weekly 3v3 Cup. That is it. We're in the semi-finals. It's going to be this game, and then we go through the finals and find out who's going home with tonight's $45, or possibly more if you guys keep donating there at home. You can see the prize pools at $25. Of course, I'm Digital Bacon, joined once again by Cornish Pirate for this game. For the boys going up against Specific Impulse.
Oh, and it's squeaky bum time now, Bacon. It's in the semis. It's the point where you make mistakes and the other teams will just punish you for it.
Well, sure, we don't want to hear about your squeaky bum, Corn, but we do want to hear about the teams for the boys. That's Bloxy, Polly, and Drowsy going against Specific Impulse. We saw them earlier. That is Lemonaz, Morfar, and Wonder. Guys, as well, big shout outs to everyone that's just subscribed. Of course, King Lance Pie, So Gaming there in the background, and the biggest shout out of them all to who, Con?
So Digital Bacon, who cheaped out with the Twitch Prime donation.
Hey. And of course, guys, make sure if you've got Amazon Prime, that means you also get Twitch Prime, link up your accounts, all that lovely stuff, and you'll get You'll get a free donation, and you know who to go put that on. Of course, my own channel there. You can find me at Dishwake. Nah, of course it's Rewind. Come on, put it over there. Give us a free sub. You know how far it goes. And of course, you can find the donation link below. Matcherino there in chat to find the link to where you can donate towards the prize pool tonight. But let's get this game underway. Corn, are you ready to rumble?
Oh, I'm ready for a specific impulse in that area, preferably in the orange goal.
In the orange goal, you know, for the boys. I can't help it. Guys, in chat, let us know who you're rooting for. I can see a couple for the boys there. But do we have anyone at home wanting to support? Do we have any support for the Specific Impulse side?
Yes, me. Go team.
Go team, woo! Corn is waving the blue checkered flag, and well, we're waving the teams on. They're on the pitch now. Actually, gonna have Lemonaz, Morfar, and Wonder for Specific Impulse in the blue for the boys. That's Bloxy, Drowsy, and Polly in the orange. Not in the blue net. That was close there by Drowsy. Bloxy keeping the pressure up. Wonder putting it away, going for that 50-50. Lemonaz, great turnaround in the center. Great pass up to Wonder, who's just gone a little high of it. He's done that a couple of times in the game earlier where he'll try and do that off the ceiling shot, but he flips over the ball court.
Yeah, it's just... You make an error on the attack, it's fine. Make an error in defense, it's not fine. Just make sure you keep them all down the other end. You'll be fine.
Here we go into the corner. For the boys' corner, Wonder not being able to get that away. Ooh. Looking quite tense here. There's a lot back and forth. Everyone says it's ping pong, but what does that really mean, Corn?
It means it's pinging and it's ponging.
Going back and forth indeed from end to end. Morfar not being able to get that past the defender. Here comes Lemonaz, keeping the pressure deep into that back line of for the boys. Loxy, the dribble, up and over one. Good stuff by Lemonaz. Being able to send that down his opponent's end, clearing it far and deep. Wonder, that's a drop down. Can he get us in? Oh, no. Drowsy denies.
It's like, and you say you're talking about ping pong plays, a lot of it's just, oh, how did that go in? That was just like a scrum.
Okay, the play-by-play breakdown. Lemonaz, fantastic pass into the center, and like you said, it's just that full pressure. I'm not an advocate, Corn, of double commits and just throwing yourself at goal, but sometimes it works.
I mean, if you double commit, as long as the other team's triple committing, it's okay. You're still one up.
And now, Specific Impulse, one up themselves. Lemonaz over the top of defender. Oh, it's a little bit sloppy here. All going very wide. Drowsy looking to get onto that first, and does. Sends it down into the back line. Morfar clearing that away. Drowsy with the shot. Wonder back into the corner. Morfar not being able to get the hit off that backboard. Out Bloxy, a really, really wide jump, going the whole width of the field, and he's got to be careful of those.
It's one of those dangerous ones where if you just lose it a bit, you're just passing to the other team like that. Oh, what a shot by Wanda.
Twice in a row there, Corn, that happened. Look at Polly flying by. He's not even anywhere near that ball, which really cost him. And then when he rotates to that goal, he's completely out of place. He should have just gone straight to that back and been a bit more patient, shouldn't he?
Definitely. It's just, if you fly out off your line, if you can get there first or at the same time, you're putting the pressure on, you're doing okay. If you get there second, that's it, you're done. You're a waste of space. You're going sort of flying off somewhere.
And there goes Lem. That's flying off after Wonder. Lads getting demoed as well. Morfar just completely removed. They've got to be careful here. Drowsy up high into the air. Lemnaz just going to let that roll on past. Morfar having to come out. Does get a nice 50-50. Roxy and Lemnaz setting this up for Drowsy. That's a very, very slow drop and easily dealt with by Morfar.
So far, the biggest problem for the boys is they haven't got that continuous pressure going. They've had the odd shot here and there. It's just they don't get those second shots off, because every team at this point is going to save one shot, no problem at all. The second and third shots where you really start putting the pressure on. And for the boys, just don't have that at all.
Lemonaz rolling that around. Nice 50-50. That'll go out for Morfar. Up and over one. Ooh, shot just going wide into the post and out. Drowsy, fantastic stuff to send that around, and he's going to be able to walk this in. That is it for the boys, getting a goal back to them, and it's the start of a reprise.
I just wonder, I think maybe throwing off Lemnaz, cutting in front of him, bit of them both double committing really, just gave that empty net for the boys, and it gave them an open door to get back into this one.
Yep, they've just got to walk on through it now. Specific impulse though, they're going to want to keep them out of this club. They're the bouncers, and they're looking a little bit intimidating, Corn, aren't they?
It's just continuous pressure. That's all you have to go for to win games, in my opinion. And then the goals just give themselves to you.
Oh, the jump by as well by Morfar earlier. It's a common occurrence here this evening. Lemnaz a really risky play, but Wondered coming in clutch on the line, keeping it out. Lemnaz, fantastic clear up to Morfar. Does get a hit. It's going to go wide and above the net. Lemnaz getting demoed. Wonder coming on through. The lads weren't looking at him, and Drowsy and, of course, Bloxy as well. I'm loving this. Drowsy, Bloxy, and Polly. It's a lot of ease, Colin.
I mean, I think I just changed their name from For the Boys to Y or IE, which is better.
Post! And there's Lemnaz coming in to clean it up. This was a bit unfortunate first hit. So that was a wonderful follow through by Wanda. But Lemnaz cleans it up and takes the goal differential back to 2.
That shot cross, not quite sure which one of those two it was, but it worked out great. It was just too fast for Polly, who was a bit flat-footed. And it gives specific impulse that little bit of a goal buffer, so they can concede on and they're still winning.
Polly off to the wall, looking for a second touch, and that'll clear it deep. I'm going to follow through with that as well. More for a fantastic pinch. Bouncing on around, no one being able to get that anywhere. Wonder, nice little fake, pulls it up. More for looking for the pass into the centre. Lemnaz. It's high. Well done by Polly to send this off wide. 20 seconds remaining. And here, for the boys, need 2 goals to tie it up. And it's looking daunting. Above the net, Lemnaz is there. Drops it down. But it's not at net.
Oh, he had 2 chances to associate. The first one is too high, second one too low. And, I mean, it's not going to matter, because this team's won this game anyway. And it puts himself in prime position to get through to the final.
Through to the final. And, well, talking about the finals, Corn, we've got a little special announcement coming up before we start the finals. So, guys, don't go anywhere. We do indeed, Corn. So, you know, I have to... You'll be learning this alongside everyone there at home, but we've got to wait. We've got to finish off this series first, get that final set up, and then, of course, we'll be able to talk about it. Keep you guys on the edges of your seats. Of course, this is all down to your support there at home.
I mean, I was going to leave, but now you said that, I'm staying for the rest of this.
Yeah, you were just going to leave me to solo cast the finals, and I mean, it's all because you've got some sort of specific pasty there, and I don't know.
I mean, the finals are the least exciting bit of the tournament, aren't they, Bacon? It's nothing happens that's special other than the teams winning, the best 2 teams. It's all the exciting stuff. Okay, maybe I was wrong. It's all the exciting stuff happens.
Yeah, corner's dumb. So going on into this corner, what do For the Boys need to do to turn this series around? Because it's still a best of 3 here. It's only the finals that are best of 5. What do For the Boys need to do to start getting things in their favor? And Bacon has really, really done an upset.
Did you join a team?
I may have joined a team. It don't matter.
Bacon, he's made it all the way to the semi-final, and then he puts it.
I've been doing so, and there is, yeah, Drowsy, well done. Go team.
Bacon carrying for the boys.
From the bottom, from the spectator box, and it's fine. I didn't jumble up any of the placements and that because I was the last to join, but oh wow, we need to get ourselves back on track, Paul.
I mean, I was fine. Okay, Bacon. For the boys, they're 1 goal up. Specific impulse, they might need to find themselves chasing this game. What do they want to do?
What they want to do, they just got to keep the ball in their possession and look for not double commits, boys. Not double commits. No, look for passes. Spread out, cover the space. Loxy looking to put that downfield. Really wanted Polly to jump out at it, but it's communication, which is also needed. Start talking to each other. If you don't have that solid team chemistry, then talk. Let each other know every single movement you're going to be making, because that is the simplest way to cover your weaknesses.
I mean, even if you've got great team chemistry, you still talk, because that's basically what team chemistry is, just communicating everything with your team. Because nobody has eyes in the back of the head. I mean, you can still swing around your camera, have a look around. But when you're looking somewhere, you're not looking somewhere else.
Wonder off to the side. Drowsy up in the air. He's going to follow this through. Looking for that. I saw this happen in Quan, and I had to shut up for it.
Oh, oh no, Mofi, he had boost. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Mofa, I'm not expecting that, and of course it was a fantastic play there by Drowsy to get the forced 50-50. This was, the lad was just so clever seeing it happening, and then was like, he wasn't even looking for the goal, essentially. He was just putting it into the box, causing that pressure, but it was just a little bit of a whoopsie from specific impulse.
I mean, you said between the games that what does For the Boys have to do to win this game? I think it's just wait for specific impulse to make mistakes. Yeah,
they've got to stop trying to force too much and just let the opponents come into them. Drowsy off to the side, Bloxy wants to wrap that around more for out to the middle, and oh no! For the Boys having a little bit of a whoopsie themselves. The specific impulse now come back with a goal.
Okay, quick recap. Rule 1 is if you're driving into someone, you just keep driving into them. Rule 2 is never clear out to the middle. And rule 3 is just always do lateral passes. They're my favourite. Also, I like the word lateral.
Lateral is nice, yeah.
It's a solid 7 out of 10 word. Unlike that, it's a 10 out of 10 goal.
Oh, Lemonaz, here we go. Fantastic pass. What I've been asking all night. Wonder gives it. Lemonaz with a straight up dunk into the upper right 90 of that corner. Uses the woodwork near enough, caresses it with the ball and into the center. Specific impulse, come back in. Oh, whew, I like it.
I mean, a lemon often refers to a bad card, but there's nothing bad about Lemonaz.
Oh, Wonder not being able to get that away. Drowsy's going to be thankful as he comes in, cleans it up, and blocks a fantastic hit from him here.
I wonder he just trapped it against the crossbar and just removed all momentum from it. He left with all the momentum.
Well, momentum could be coming back into For the Boys' favour as they need it feels like. Morfar. Not getting onto that. Morfar looking to just keep this up in the air, keep it away, but this looks really shaky. Lemonaz. No, 50-50 not in his favour. For the Boys, I was saying about momentum going for them earlier, and it looks like they might just have it. They have the pressure. Polly looking for a pass. It was not communicated. Polly looking to just tumble into Wonder. Not quite what he found. Bloxy does get a little bit of a redirect there. Out to the corner. Lemonaz. his way downfield. Morfar does get the 50-50. Wonder pushing it into the center. It's super risky. The whole team overextended. That's a roll away, but wider than that.
You've got to hit the target on those. You're not under pressure. The only pressure you have is time, and he just didn't take enough of it.
Here we go into the center. It's a fantastic hit. Oh, Morfar being able to as well caress that woodwork. And those Dragons definitely deserving of that goal.
You know what I'm going to say, Bacon? That was a lovely lateral pass. Look at this. From the side, all the way across. Morfar takes it, hits it into the net. I'm loving the laterals.
Loving the laterals. You know, the longitudinal passes where it goes the whole length of the pitch, you know, you get a cherry pick at the end. They're not as common because they're super risky. You have to be completely out of rotation to get it. But those laterals, you're using the full rotation to its maximum. Lemonaz, if he can get this into the center, there it is. Morfar into goal. Lateral AF.
Just a quick question. Is a lateral into a longitudinal a dip potato chip?
That is, yeah, dip potato chip.
It's just a really posh way of saying something that's not posh at all. It doesn't matter for Lemons. Because specific impulse, they're 4-3 up, Bacon.
4-3 up for the boys. They got the goal up from 2. Ooh, they need to tie this up once again. Bloxy with an unintentional backfield pass, and it's going to roll back out to... Oh, no. No. Yes, Morfar being able to do that, but no, going the whole length. It is wide. No! What is going on? Like, this is just everyone melting down.
Welcome to Amateur Hour, Rewind Gaming. We'll be here all night.
Hosted by Quantoli, not only the guy in charge of it, but he is a key figure being able to direct all the amateurs around. He's also the tour guide.
I do a mean tour.
Do a mean tour.
Yeah, everything is lateral in it.
Yeah, you don't go into rooms, you go sideways into rooms.
You walk like a crab or you're not going on the tour.
Also, the company that runs it is the Cornish Crab Tour. Well, back into this game because Polly's just missed that goal. His open play would have been a hard one to get on in. But out to the centre. 2 goals now needed for 4 of the boys. In the corner, I think Specific Impulse are going to get this. They're holding on. Wonder, trying to put this away. Can't. Pressure is good for the boys, but... Corn, I think this is going to be a 2-0 to Specific Impulse.
I mean, at times there was plenty of non-specific impulses. But Drowsy just picks up the nice little dribble play at the end. Just a little dance at the end as well.
I like this. I mean, Specific Impulse weren't worried. They'd lost it. And Drowsy, making the most out of a bad situation, gets that final goal. It was a cheeky little show-off, not going to lie. And, well, Specific Impulse, they're going to be the ones really grinning from ear to ears. They'll be going through to the finals. The first team, in fact, to be confirmed for it, as the other game, Loki, Lit, and Blitzers is still going on. So, guys, unfortunately, we don't have any more games straight away. We've got to go off to a break. Like we said, make sure you come back because we've got a special announcement coming up. And, of course, the finals are where it's all at. That's where we crown tonight's champion. We'll also be shouting out the comments from the donations. Make sure you head on over to Match Arena now. Use that code you can see on screen. Put that in, free $1 donation code. It is fantastic. It helps support the prize pool for tonight. Thanks to everyone that has subbed so far, of course. And guys, we'll be back in a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Been Digital Bacon, joined by Cornish Pirate here on Rewind Gaming.
Just yesterday, I found true love. Body passed my way. It's the love I made. I know I have no regret. I found true love. Just yesterday, I found true love. Body passed my way. It's the love I made. I know I have no regret. I found true love.
Welcome back, guys. We are here at the finals of tonight's Rewind Gaming 3v3 Weekly, and the special announcement. Well, are you ready for it? I think you have probably worked it on out there as it's in the background. We are now live with some Rewind Gaming merch. You can go find it at Teespring, of all places. We're partnering with Teespring for this. So that will be teespring.com/stores/rewind RL. Only a few designs going out for the first run. But of course, my favorite out of that has got to be the Quick Chat hoodie. You can see it got nice little names going on there. Minimalist, just our logo. Quick Chat, I'm loving that. Like I said, the few okay thanks, the Glitch logo. And for you edgy kids, we've got the Retro Wave coming. A variety of different colors, of course. And of course, we've got the t-shirts and hoodies. More products to come down the line. You can find it all at the Quick Chat Command ! Store. Thank you, Ben, for putting that on in. And Corn, can you see us up on the stream now? Can you see the website yourself?
Can I just say as well, those logos are looking nice, especially that Retro Wave one they've got. It's just, it's special.
I'm more a fan of the Glitch. I like a little bit of styling on that. And, well, for me, it's the hoodies. And best of all, like, this is going proper sellout mode. The price is not bad. Like, you see that. The price is ultra low and cheap. But I know, personally, from looking at these, like, you could quite easily spend 25 quid. And this is all sourced from, of course, Europe and that. So the postage isn't that bad over here. But they do ship worldwide and all of that sort of jazz. So compared to like other brands and other t-shirts and that, it's good price, it's good quality. Like we didn't cheap out here on Rewind and go for like, you know, the £5 t-shirts which you could sell for £20. No, we're doing it where we're not really making a large cut out of it. It's more to give back to the community. For you know, you guys love showing your support, and here is something you can physically show your support. And, you know, we would love you guys, like, if you ever do buy a t-shirt, to go on over to Discord, post the pics with it, post the pic of you in your shirt, and we'd love to be able to see everyone there at home wearing one. I know I'm definitely going to be looking to get one myself and wearing that on stream and everything. So I can't wait, Corn.
I'm just looking at it now, just going, which one do I order? I mean, is there a limit, or...
Well, you can get as many as you want, and of course, I think the more you order, you do get a postage discount and all of that. But as cheesy as that is,
I think I go for the French Navy. I quite like it.
Oh, the French Navy.
Yeah.
Clearly,
It's nothing compared to the Royal Navy, but
no, the Royal Navy is best. For me, I quite like. I don't know what. It's not showing me what that color is, but it's like the grey, the speckled grey sort of color.
ooh,
I really
I'm
like
wearing a
that one.
speckled grey one right now. I just want to have a look. Should we get back to the Rocket League?
Yeah, we've got to get back to the Rocket League, guys. You can go find that in your own time. And yeah, I just saw that by Fracky in chat, not too nerdy. I can remember we were looking for this, like when we were going through the designs, us ops, and it was that case of the biggest thing is you want to wear a t-shirt which you could wear out in public. Like, it's not overly, like, because I definitely know myself, I don't like gaming t-shirts. Like, really, like, I can remember as a kid, I had like this Borderlands t-shirt, and it was just like too much scream outy. I'd like minimalist ones.
There you go. Crispy Dan has in chat that grey bacon is heather grey. I really like heather grey t-shirts.
Well, guys, we've got to get on through to the final, so make sure you leave us a little message with what you think of the shirts. Make sure you go on over to the store page. Once again, I'm going to quickly throw that on in chat, so if you just missed it, you can find it again. But without further ado, we're going to be getting on into the finals. We have got Blitzers going up against Specific Impulse. Unfortunately, Loki Lit didn't get on through. They got 2-0'd. In a very close series gone 4-3 and 5-2 by Blitzers. But Blitzers, they are one. I was talking about earlier, like, we put the money on last week's winners, but Blitzers, I was expecting to really get here as well. I definitely saw that matchup in the semis coming. And Blitzers, for you guys there at home that don't know, of course, it is crowd favorite stake. Daniana and GCR. GCR and Daniana, of course, being on the Falcon Z side. Falcon Z for us Brits. Last season for RLRS, they picked up stake, and well, they're called Blitzers. I reckon they're going to be bringing us a blitz.
Yep, just a quick reminder as well, if you do donate $1,500, you get a steak dinner, which is a dinner with steak. He has not agreed to this, but I'm pretty sure we can get him to agree to it.
Yeah. I mean, you can strong him into it. He's such a nice guy. He'll agree. It's fine. But here we go. All the players are on into the pitch. You can see the little 10 on this thing. There you go. Told you, Daniana and GCR rocking. And I mean rocking that RLRS Season 1 Challenger badge. These lads were fantastic last season in the RLRS. I'm hoping they're going to get there again with the power of stake fueling them. It's definitely what you got to have before a big match, a big hearty dinner. And here we go. Blitzers straight on down. Well done by Morphar. Daniana up high into the air. This lad, he is the one to watch for me. He is going to be all over that pitch, causing complete and utter destruction on his opponents. Really setting some plays up and then also scoring them himself. Well done by Lemons to get on over to the side. And that's then clearing again, straight down center, looking for Wonder, but Stake puts it over and then straight across the width, not linking up someone, so Lemonaz should be able to get this up in the air and does, but GCR, fantastic. Come on, did you see that there? GCR up into the air, cutting that out, but Daniana was flying behind, near enough. It wasn't a double commit, it was like a backup. He wasn't putting a lot of boost into it, but was able to recover in case that was a mistake.
I think quite often I do that, and it's just when like I double commit and see the other person go through, and so I just pull out a bit, and so if they miss it, I'm still here to get it.
GCR really pummeling that down. It's up high. Lemonaz should be able to get this over to the side and does, but it's back into the mix. Stake really hammering his way on through. Daniela going off that backboard, not being able to connect on up. Ball's going to linger for a bit. Morphar looking to work his way, but can't. Daniana just going to clear this away now, Corn.
I just like that. There's not been a huge amount of pressure yet, but Blitzers, they're making their intention known. They're keeping a bit of aggression out there, putting specific impulse in the danger zone sometimes.
Yeah, specific impulse up until now haven't looked that threatening, and it's all down. You saying about pressure? I'm gonna call it comfortable pressure, where they're not really being challenged. They're playing the game. They're just not making sure to overcommit. They don't want to do that, and they're just holding a man back. They're just playing their game, and they're looking to take this in the long run, not trying to really burst out with an early goal or two. They're just playing slow and steady.
So you do those 2-man attacks. You keep that third man back, just playing it safe. You take the chance when you get them, and then maybe the third man can just fly on in, get the goal, and be the one who takes all the prizes.
Yeah, you sit back and then build up speed. Oh, Lemonaz! Oh, that was so close. Wonder could not keep it down. It went high. That would have been a fantastic chance from Specific Impulse. Unfortunately, they've wasted that opportunity. I do like that from Morfar, though. Out to the center. Not going to work much. Lemnaz there for Wonder. Great stuff by GCR to keep that away. He's going to go with a run on this. Looking to put this into the corner. 50-50. Not going in his favor, but Stake with a pop. That's out to Daniano. Dunks it down, but Morfar keeps that away.
You know what I was saying? I really like those 0-0 sort of games where a team eventually wins by 1 goal. I like it because it's just continuous pressure building. And it's like, it feels like every mistake is such an important thing.
Definitely, we are looking at one of those games. Corn, though, quite often when you get that sort of real stalemate game in game 1, the second game is normally a blowout here on Rewind. Oh, that's a long shot! Going wide. Well done by GCR to put that off to the side. Daniana coming through, connecting with Stake. That was, on purpose. That was real clever. Stake being able to get this downfield now into the corner, looking for a teammate. GCR able to turn around, pops this into the corner as well. Look how he puts it in between the players, really making his opponents work.
There was a lateral. It didn't work out, but it was close.
GCR over to the side. Lemnaz coming through. Doesn't have an option to follow up Daniana. Just wanting to clear this away. We'll get this into the corner. That's into the center. And again, Blitzers, knowing that no one's going to be able to come onto it, just back off.
I just like how Blitzers are playing at the moment. Ooh, it's very close there. But they're playing their percentages. It's going, okay, they've got this ball. We might challenge them, but we're just going to sit back and wait for them to bring the ball to us. It's just the percentage. It's the right thing to do.
Ball out. Knock on into the center. GCR just going to hand that over to Morpho. Puts on the shot to the backboard. Stake is up high. Does get the front flip over to the wall. Wanting another touch, but can't find it. Lemonaz puts it over wide to the wall. And Daniana, I love that he's trying to just throw his opponents off. They're really mixing it up, Blitzers. But Specific Impulse Corn, we've seen them throughout tonight. They've looked a little bit shaky, but here they're starting to hold their own. I am loving it.
I think it's just one of those times where it's like, oh, that's a close one onto the crossbar. It's just one of those times where it's like, you play like your opponents. It's like both teams are now going for quite a defensive and accept this over time. And it's just going to, I think it's just, instead of petering out, this game is just going to increase with intensity.
Definitely play up to your opponents or down, depending on the side. You get that sort of common ground every now and then. Morfar clearing away. One follows down Lemonaz now, but GCR will pop that and then turns. Gets himself set up. No one there from Specific Impulse going into it, so it's sort of teetered around. Going into the corner. Daniana wanting to keep this high. Waiting for State to come through, but it's way too far. And Morfar able to clear that away. Still pressure from Blitzers. But again, just keeping this comfortable game. They're not looking for a goal anytime soon. They're just going to wait.
Just keeping that continuous pressure on from Blitzers. It's something that can be difficult sometimes, but it's rewarding if they can get it. And that found a space which I don't think should have been there, though.
It shouldn't have. I don't know how GCR came up with, but Stake with a lateral pass going over to GCR. The shot on net. The defenders weren't expecting it. They jumped, just could not reach it. It was just such a whisper away. And Blitzers take game 1, but Korn, whew, what a game 1 that was.
I mean, it's a great game. I'm just disappointed you stole my line with a lateral pass. I'm the lateral guy, Bacon.
Hey, you didn't trademark it. It's everyone's now. Everyone can use the lateral pass.
Oh, yeah. My mistake.
No, it wasn't stakes either. He got the pass, he didn't get the goal. Wasn't a
Okay,
miss.
you're now taking my puns, Bacon. This is
Well, here we go. Game 2. I said it earlier. Normally a stalemate kind of game where it's only one goal, maybe even 2 or 3, results in the second game being a real blowout. If it's any fashion to go by, though, should be specific impulse to get that blowout. Ball's up in the air. Daniana getting that down into the center. Morpha. Again, this lad, he keeps hitting the ball up high. He's got to keep it down. Get that power on it. Hit it with the front bumper of your car. So Lemonas gets it up high, looking to get this over for Wonder, who drops it. But well kept away by blitzers.
That was quite a safe. There's a lot of pressure coming out of Pacific Impulse, and it is rewarded finally. Just look at that. They had 4 shots in the first 25 seconds. Blitzers just couldn't keep up.
GCR, they're just a little bit away, not being able to reach it. And Morfar takes his time. Was hoping for it. He knew his 2 teammates were going back, so he did not care about GCR. It was a case of he was there going, GCR hits this, it's fine. If he doesn't hit it, I've got a goal. It's a fantastic way to think about the situation. Great trust in your teammates to get back. And oh, Morfar once again pulling something off. So he's able to get that ball down. This is looking dangerous, however. Ball into the middle. Danny not being able to get to it. Out to GCR, and oh, that's fantastic.
I don't know if that was brilliant or lucky. Let's just walk you through it. It's Daniel just comes in, back on GCR. Daniel pokes it off, and GCR is just there. I think everybody was just in the right place at the right time for blitzers.
Here we go. 1-1. I said you could get a blowout. Nearly 50 seconds on in. We have already got 2 goals. All moving on about now from the corner. Oh, fantastic touch there to send it all the way down into the opponent's end. Danian not being able to follow through though. Morfar with the shot on net. GCR holding it on out. Danny connecting up. Wanda just going to wait for it to come to him. Fortunately, he hits over the stake. Stake going wide. Letting GCR take control of this. All going on down. Stake not being able to get it in as it is blocked out by Lemonaz.
It's a bit of a rocky one at the moment. Either team could take it as well, both with equally good chances.
This is looking threatening. Danny with the counter. Wanda just looking to keep this away, but that midfield defense, it's what blitzers are good at. They need to just hold on, play that careful game, and they will finally find a crack. Stake, nice little slowdown. Danny getting the 50-50 over to the side. Stake getting a demo. And maybe demos are what blitzers need to bring more out of.
Demos can be such a powerful tool when you get them right as well. It takes somebody out of defense, it puts everything out of place, and oh, Stake, he couldn't get it in, but Danian can.
Yep, the second man follow through as Daniana puts that away. GCR, I love that, trying to set up for Stake. Stake, unfortunately, but the defense was not set up. They went for those first 2, left an opening, and blitzers with a solid rotation were able to send that third man in to get the second goal there for blitzers.
I mean, when you're set up for the continuous pressure rotations, even if you miss the shot and it sort of bounces back, you've still got somebody there waiting, so it just turns into a pass, even though it is a bad shot.
Go out to centre. Ooh, Morfar being able to get onto it. Wonder puts the pressure on. Stake dealing with it. Lemonaz. Also high end. GCR just going to comfortably clear that away. And I'm expecting to see more of that corner. The comfortable clears and then maybe a slow follow-up. The lads of blitzers, they've got the lead once again, and this is when they try and just hold it. They don't look to extend it. They just hold.
Yes, and look. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. Blitzers, they're a goal up, and they don't have anything to do, but they're still working hard to keep the pressure on the other team.
Yeah, they're moving the ball around the field. Morfar not going to be able to get on that, and Limonaz just moving that away. GCR off to the side, relieve that pressure a bit, let Danny come on in for that hit. Oh, Stake nicely over to the wall for Danny. They're going to, once again, just keep this pressure down their opponent's end. They're going to rotate very effectively. Wait for their opportunity and strike.
It's so nice to watch blitzers play because they take their chances when they need to. They're not forcing the play. They're just, oh, there's a miss here, there's a little chance here. We'll just probe at it, see where it goes, and bang! Another goal. 3-1 up now for Blitzers.
3-1. Expecting maybe another 1 or 2, but it depends. Will it come out from specific impulse, or will Blitzers just extend that lead by 1? Who knows? Gotta wait until the end of this game where we'll find on out. Morfar not being able to get that hit. Lemonaz gonna follow that and get it into the corner. Well done by Daniana to get that all the length of the pitch. Morfar, gonna say as well, well done by him. Wanda puts this into the corner. Morfar up high, pushing that past Stake, but it's into center, into the danger zone, and Danny just gets a hit. Defender's going on back.
Get into that last minute period. Specific Impulse, nothing to lose at all now. In fact, if they stop doing anything, they will lose. So they need to start going for this game. I think now's the point where might be a bit too late unless they start scoring.
Well, the problem is their corner. They've got to start going really aggressive. Now, I feel that Blitzers will be able to handle that aggression. They're going to be able to just deal with it, be quite nice and calm, move the ball off to the side, and then try and take that away. Specific Impulse, this is really when we'll decide, whether they've got the grit, the mettle to be able to deal with a team of established players.
I think the problem with Specific Impulse is there's no flair, there's nothing huge about their goal. It's all, they're taking their chances, but they're doing the very sort of standard plays. They're not doing anything which you don't normally see, and I think Blitzers are going to get away with everything here.
Yeah, that was almost close. You were saying about any outstanding plays, if that was a goal, I'd been screaming to the rooftops. But it's looking like the ball's just going to die here. It goes up high. That's a drop down. GCR can just keep this away. There you go. Hits the ground. The Blitzers take game 2 as a 3-1. And well, we had more goals than that first game, Colin. We had 3 more goals to be specific. An Impulse here. They've got to start. Well, they need to create some sort of impulse. They need to start getting that heart racing and get some goals.
I mean, you look at there as well. They have all the shots. I mean, they have 11 shots to Blitzers 7, and they're still losing by 2 goals. It's just something they need to change. Something just about how they create the goals or how they score them. And I think at the moment it's both of those that are causing the problem.
Well, game 3 coming up, Corn. Blitzers are just it's weird. You look at Blitzers and you just go, keep doing what you're doing. Like it's working. I mean, they're not playing the best I've ever seen them, but it's because they don't have to. They're not going to exert it. They're just going to keep calm. They don't have to force any situations, do they?
Well, it comes back to, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Blitzers, they're winning 2-0. They look comfortable. It's not broken. Don't fix it.
Game 3 now, guys. Loving the support there at home today. Make sure you check out that shop. All the donations coming on in. Quick little shout out to Bad Super. Seems like Specific Impulse is taking this tournament. Best of luck to the other teams. Well, buddy, remember, it looks like Blitzers might just do it. Let's hope that you'll support their chat. Give your love to Specific Impulse, because this is the time when they need it most. They need to feel that energy given to them. And, well, that readout from Bad Super, they're going to be thanking you for this.
A bit of a lack of communication. Daniana, he goes up for it and doesn't get it. GCR maybe could have saved it, but you can't blame him because he's expecting his teammate to get it. So that's where the communication just fell down, and they're a goal down.
Well, here we go. It's the side. Wonder puts it up high. Can get that around. Lemonaz does clear this away. And not being able to get a touch. Daniana passes that back to his opponents, but is able to redeem himself there, corner. Good clear. And then clears it away to his opponent's end. The lad really taking that ball from end to end. GCR across. Once again, seeing these passes through the width. They're waiting, trying to pull out those defenders, and then they'll strike.
Yeah. I think it's just going to be interesting here as well. Blitzers goal down for an extended amount of time. It's just going to be interesting to see how they play, how they cope with the pressure.
Stake out to Daniano, puts that up and over, but Wonder. Now he got that, just seeing where he's going, and quickly enough he can react to it. Diana right on out to the center. Wanda. There's a shot on. Nearly got a second long shot there. Oof. Blitzers, maybe that's the answer. You keep them down your end and then try and catch them with a long shot, but it's so hard to do, Corn.
Well, yeah, it comes back to as well. If a team is a goal down, they're going to start chasing the game, really go for it. It's only the good teams that know that they can't chase the game like that. If Specific Impulse can get Blitzers to start chasing the game, they can start getting those long shots, those counter-attacking plays, and they could run away with it.
More far off to the wall. Stake. Nice control there. He's up in the air. He's just going to drop. I was a bit worried there, Corn, for a second. More far. Maybe we'll get the clear out to side, but look at this pressure. The ball bouncing around off the post into the center. And well, Specific Impulse are going to be counting their lucky stars there as they're able to deal with it. But once again, the attack is here. Morfar Dim, good pass out to Lemnaz, but Lemnaz did not receive it.
I think the attacks and the blitzes at the moment are just a bit too slow. I mean, I'll say they're just not chasing the game, but you have to hit the ball at some speed, otherwise it allows Specific Impulse to just keep rotating, gives them time to defend and set up.
That is it, yeah, blitzers, they need to be faster. Their name says blitz, but at the moment they're more like sluggers. They're just going along so slow. It is giving Specific Impulse, like you said, that time to be able to rotate on that back line. There's the pop up and over. Well done by Morpho. He's needed again, and he does get it. Whew. He is not the hero this team deserves, but it's the hero they needed. Lemnaz as well. Go on.
I'm saying, you talk about a one-man army, but he's a one-man brick wall.
Oh, it works. That's all that matters. Lemnaz up above goal, Morfar into the corner. It's going to bounce on around to center, and this is finally a breakdown. Wanda dealing with that well over Daniana. Lemnaz might just hit this ball a little bit too far. It don't matter. The teammates from Blitzers do create an opportunity as Wanda. It's a damn double commit though, Corn.
I think Daniani made the mistake, didn't really hit it cleanly, but he made up for it in game the demo and slowing down the Specific Impulse player.
Off wide, one goal. We're still sort of seeing a repeat of that first game. I know it went to the overtime 0-0, but this sort of like style of game, Con, is very reminiscent of it. And well, Specific Impulse did better in that first game.
I said as well, Specific Impulse, they're literally just parking the bus. They're a goal up, they're absorbing all the pressure, and you look at it, Blitzers have had 11 shots and just haven't been able to break Specific Impulse down. Specific Impulse, 3 shots, 1 goal, they don't need any more shots.
GCR popping that into the box. Well done by Lemon. That's finding space as well. Morfar following into it. Needs Wonder. This could go around the whole way. It's a clever hit into the center. Teammate just a little bit too slow. But Lemnaz does keep that pressure. Morfar trying to bounce that around for Wonder. Wonder into the center. And GCR will go for a dribble. Oh, that was a little bit of a misplay. Good pass back to Stake. Wonder up. Dropping that. Nearly throwing the attackers from Blitzers off. And it was a super risky move. But Wanda deals with this up in the air with a 50-50 to move it out into the midfield. All still playing about. It's not over yet. GCR going to be able to do anything. That's in the net. Wanda secures it. Specific Impulse are going to take this to game 4.
Specific Impulse, they played this game completely by the book. They took every little chance they had, which was basically 2 of them. They didn't need any more. They just parked their bus, didn't let Blitzers have anything at all. They look at Blitzers' shots when this comes up. It's going to be about 12, 13 at least, and they just couldn't break Specific Impulse down.
12 on the dot there, Quan, from you. That's what a good analyst you are, you know? That's it. You were counting them in your head the entire way through, weren't you?
Last time I looked, it was 11, so I just assumed they'd have another shot.
Well, on the opposite end, like you were saying, Specific Impulse, 4 shots between them, but it's those saves. 7 saves. And you've got to remember, those saves are only calculated if the ball was on target. So they were moving the ball out, making sure that those shots, because it does still count shots, if they're a little bit wide of the goal, going at that post.
It just comes back to a save it has to be from a shot, but a shot doesn't have to give a save.
Mm.
And also, a shot can be off target. But a save, if it's off target, it's not a save because it wasn't going in. But anyway, back to the game in Rocket League.
Back to the game, and we're looking to go into game 4 here. 2-1 to Blitzers. Specific Impulse holding on. They have to achieve the reverse sweep if they want to win tonight's tournament. They've done 1 game of that corn. They've got to do 2 more. It is a tough job. But if they play it like that, they might be able to hold on and they might be able to do it.
Let's look at this. We've got 5 minutes of open play. It's a new game. Either team could win this one.
Here we go. Wonder does get touched and remove that play. Lemnaz, good follow through. But GCR gets the all-important touch to send that in. Daniana, great pass. But State not being able to get that hit. It's unfortunate because he's so good at finishing them off normally. Lemonaz looking to clear that away. Looking for Wonder. Wonder does get found. He's trying to hold on. Morpha just going to pop this up in the air. Let his teammate Lemonaz get back. Lemonaz just being taken on pass as well. Morpha, nice little slowdown. Good 50-50. Here comes a shot from Wonder, but where is kept on the ground? GCR was able to deal with it. Still in the danger zone, but GCR once again, with Daniana's help now, turning that into a counter, and Morpha, as always, trusty on that defense.
Blitzers are doing something which he definitely did in the last game. They're really looking for those passes, and that's what hurt them when breaking down specific impulse. They just weren't passing at all, and that's the lateral that GCR was looking for.
It definitely was. Look at them here, passing in that from the midfield and then working it into center. What Blitzers are doing are pulling specific impulse into those attacks. They've realized they're not quick enough on that, on the very deep attack, that they can't beat specific impulse. But if they make it so there's only one defender in that net, they can pass it about and then set it up and over, just wide of the net there, unfortunately.
I mean, to be effective on deep attacks, especially right on the goal line, especially if they're up in the air, you've got to be about 10% quicker than your opponents. At this level, nobody is 5% quicker than your opponents.
Oh, just up into the air here. GCR does deal with it, and Daniana is able to pinch it out and away. GCR picking it up once again. It's going to slow the game down here. It feels almost like ball's going to go end to end. Not really much threatening. Wonder looking to drop that in. And GCR dealing with it very well. Warfare onto the middle. Daniana into the corner, just keeping that away. And you can see both these teams are just trying to calculate in their head, trying to formulate a plan, trying to make it so that they can get a goal themselves. As it's slowing on down once again, Corn.
Yeah, just look as well. We're almost at the halfway point. Specific Impulse, 0 shots. And I think that just comes down to the style of play. They like the counter-attack. And I think Blitzers aren't just giving the space to work to this game like they were last game.
Daniana on the ball. It's going to go for a dribble into the corner. Wanted to get another touch to set up a pass, but it didn't quite work. Going all the way down. Oh, well done there by Steak. Buys a bit of time. Daniana is back to deal with, but he passes it up to Lemonaz. Good block there from the attacker, Wonder. State does get a follow through here, but that's pulled him out. GCR pulled out as well. Daniana has to get this away now. Does get that out to the middle. Stake and GCR are back in defense.
Yeah, into that last 2 minutes as well. This could be the last 2 minutes of Specific Impulse if they don't score a goal. Or 2.
Yep, they need 2 goals now, and it's almost repeat of earlier. Morpha was there. Accidental miss there. Lemonaz not being able to get onto it, and here you go. GCR given the net. It's open in front of him. He's going to take it, and well, Crispy Dan, thank you for giving us 5 bits there to take. Mucho appreciato, buddy.
It says back to rule 2, is it? Was it Lemonaz? You just passed it straight into the middle. You just can't do that.
Well, Lemonaz on the ball, wanted that 50-50, tried to force in the player, but he's too slow. He only gone and hurt himself on that. Nice pinch clear, ball up in the center. Lemnas must get onto this, but no, Steak is there first. Lemnas seeing that, does retreat early, goal shot on. Daniana getting the target, and well 3-0 here, Corn. Are we starting to hear the violins play?
Oh, the Titanic is sinking for specific impulse, and that was such a great pass by GCR. Just taps it off the wall, giving Daniana, that's such a nice angle to work with. All the hard work was done for Daniana, really. He just had to get the shot on target.
Yeah, this was a team we could believe in. Specific Impulse were looking to play on that level, and with the win in Game 3, we had a dream. But, Corn, 1 minute remaining. I don't want to count it too soon, because miracles can happen. Dreams can be fulfilled here. It is Rewind after all. Let's see it happen. Stake up in the air. That's going to be a bit of a flare about. Morphle gets this away. Can he meet Daniana? Ball into the center. You were saying it earlier, Corn, don't clear into the center because Lemnas does work his way through. Wonder. We needed to keep that ball. We needed a power shot, but he did not get it.
I mean, I think we're looking at the last 40 seconds here. I know the thing is don't count your chickens until you've got the eggs, but I think the blitzers are going to do this.
Well, if your dreams are memes, well, we know Steak is a meme, so he's got the best of both worlds here. Nearly getting that lovely redirect. It was a courageous attempt. Morphle! Oh no, that is just bitter there as it's into the post and away. Can't get anything this specific Impulse side. The ball's going to go up and over. That's another goal for Blitzers, all because, well, specific Impulse had to be super aggressive here, Corn.
I mean, there's nothing specific Impulse really did wrong. They went for it, they just didn't get the goal at the end, and Blitzers punished them because they're out of position because they had to go for the goal. They haven't lost anything.
Last few seconds, let's get another goal. Wonder going up for the air. Definitely a miscommunication between the teammates. But that Corn, that was a fantastic final in, I want to say, intricacies of play. It was a slow one. It wasn't high intensity. It was all about really trying to be clean, wasn't it?
Well, I think Blitzers just put down the marker and specific Impulse was nowhere near it. They had one shot that game and they lost 4-0. This is the final. It's just Blitzers dominated.
Well, Blitzers dominated and came out on top here. They're going to be going home tonight with $45. They're going to be happy. That's $15 a piece, each of them. Unless, I don't know, Steak somehow memed his way into getting the full 45. He's going to take it away from his teammates. Who knows?
And what could you buy with those monies, Bacon?
What could you buy of those monies? Maybe, just maybe, they go on over to the Rewind Gaming store. You can find it there in chat and buy yourself a lovely brand new spanking t-shirt just hot off the press today. They're going to be right there for sale. You can get yourself one now. Guys, that is it for tonight's Rewind Gaming tournament. Steak, Danny, Anna, and GCR win it, and they've won it. I wouldn't say convincingly because Specific Impulse did win a game, but they've done it the way they know how, just playing solidly. And these lads, they're looking for a run into RLRS. A second season there for Daniana and GCR. Guys, thank you everyone that supported tonight. Thank you everyone that's watched. Of course, if you like what you see, make sure to hit up that follow button. That sub button if you're feeling extra generous. There's donation in that below. You can still donate over at Matcherino. We're currently at $30 out of the 45 that's funded. So, of course, those extra few dollars to make up would be fantastic. Myself, Digital Bacon, and Cornish Pirate, you can find us here on Twitch. You can find us over on Twitter. And, of course, definitely over at my page, Corn. You're near enough just leech onto me, don't you?
I mean, I live in your Discord. It's got my
true.
House. It's got
your
my
ship?
pirate ship. Yeah.
That's it. Definitely need to get a voice service out for you. Corn's pirate ship. We've got to do that.
I live on the poop deck, so come find me.
Guys, we're going to be raiding Yukio. Go on over, sending him our love, a previous winner of Rewind, of course. If you've got the Rewind hearts, make sure to be spamming those. And if not, well, it's going to be a solid PogChamp. Go on, you can copy that from chat now. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week for next week's 3v3 Weekly.